I read politics and theology at university, and law was certainly not on my mind when I started out on that course. I got into law due to an advice from my then girlfriend, who's now my wife. She looked at my character, looked at the sort of person I was, and the fact that I love to help people, but at the same time, I love to connect. I love to help get things done. And I was a little bit argumentative as well. So I think those are sort of the qualities she saw in me and thought, you know what, I think actually you'd be a fantastic lawyer. And I sort of thought, actually, she does have a point. And I'm a banking and finance lawyer. So I help businesses and I help financial institutions like your banks. I help them provide funding to companies, but also help companies get those funding, get those monies they need, those loans they need from the bank. So that's what I do. So I am a coach and a mentor, and I run a coaching consultancy service where I help young professionals enter, develop, and flourish in their career path. And I decided to set that up and run that because I realized actually there are not many people who look like me. There are not many people out there to provide me with the necessary advice and coaching I needed to actually progress and flourish in my profession. And so I decided to not make that the case for those coming behind me. And that's really the reason behind setting up the business. So I coach and mentor young professionals in terms of what is expected of them, how they actually can enter into the profession. So looking at the front door, how you get in, but also whilst you're in there, what do you do when you're in there? How do you progress? You know, what is the language? It's very different from the way you speak at home. It's very different from the way you think at home. How do you do that? So we look around all of that. And in terms of what area of the law, what area of this financial services industry you're in fits your characteristics, fits the kind of personality you have. And that's what we do with my consultancy service. In my sector, it's all about the money. So it's all about finance, and it actually affects every other sector out there. So if you're in retail, so retail's to do with where you work for, like a supermarket or the shopping or the fashion stores and the rest of it, you need money in order to run those businesses. If you're in manufacturing, you need money to produce the next amazing products out there. If you're in real estate, you need money to build those properties and the rest of it. So really, my sector affects every other sector because we help the other sectors flourish. We help them run. We help them, do what they need to do in order to actually move on to the next levels. Everyone needs a coach. You see your amazing footballers out there, they all need a coach. Messi has a coach. Ronaldo has a coach. Superstars have coaches. They have people who help them. Even when they get to the top of their career, they still need a coach. So coaching is very important. And what is a coach? A coach is someone actually who helps you, who encourages you and charges you to actually go out there and be the best person, to be the best form of who you are out there. That's what a coach does. And a mentor is someone actually who walks alongside with you. Usually a mentor is someone who's actually done the kind of job or the kind of thing you want to do. And so they can actually guide you and tell you, listen, this is how I did it. You can do it that way too. Or this is how I did it and I messed up. Don't do it that way. Do it the other way around. So that's what a mentor does. And so everyone needs one. And you don't need to pay for one. You can start with your uncles, start with your aunties, start a chat with that person, get to know what they do. And if it's what you want to do, ask them, would you mind helping me out? Would you mind guiding me? And really, that is what coach is. That is what mentor is. And that's how you start. And it's amazing the fact that we have a lot of networks, a lot of people around us who might know or who might not necessarily know, or who could actually be potential and amazing mentors to us. So do not let your race, do not let your ethnicity pull you down. But the fact is that, you are always going to stand out because you're a minority within the world we live in. However, it's a case of focusing on your strengths. Over the years growing up, I've always focused on the things that were basically my disadvantage. The fact that I was black, male, and all of that. But actually, I focused on my strength or turn those disadvantages actually into advantages. So for example, there are not many. In fact, I can only count on one hand how many black male lawyers who are actually coaches out there. There are not many. So to me, that's an advantage. I've turned it on its head. It starts with belief. It starts with the mind. It starts with you believing in yourself, knowing that, I was born for a purpose. I was here for a reason. I'm going to try and achieve that which I was created for. Believe in yourself. Focus on that which you're good at. And to the extent that you're not able to turn something around, turn it into your advantage and make the most of it. And the world is waiting for you. I think one of the easiest ones to sort of leave on there will be WhatsApp. And so I like the WhatsApp app because it is instant messaging. It's supposedly encrypted. But the other reason why I like it is the fact that it has no adverts. So that would be my number one app to keep. The second one would probably be Twitter, mainly because of instant news. So the fact that I get the news from Twitter before I actually turn on my telly. Literally, whatever's trending comes up on there. You're wondering what's that about. So I get the news there, then I go watch the traditional channel to find out exactly what's going on. And the third one, Gmail. And that again is just because it's instant. You can get your emails, you get your messages straight away onto your phone, and you can actually access it offline as well. And there's a lot of space. I think that's the other thing. The reason why I moved to Gmail was you can actually have pictures and videos on there, and there's just like so much space to store all of that stuff. Now, belief is so important. It's about really believing, understanding your self-worth, understanding that you are actually a voice, you're a powerful person, and yet your circumstances around you may not feel like that, may not make you feel like that, but you are amazing, and you just got to know that and own that, and do not let anybody else tell you who you are, because you know who you are. If it's being a lawyer, go be the best lawyer you can be. If it's been a nurse, go be the best nurse. Whatever it is, go out there and be the best. Do not wait for anyone to tell you. Do not wait for anyone to validate you. You are validated already.